saw some negative practice reports. I saw some social media videos where players were blurred out, and people are like, why are we blurring out our quarterbacks? And people are like, oh my God, our quarterback sucked. But apparently it wasn't our quarterback getting blurred out. It was a tight end, our injured tight end that's running around in a red jersey because he's coming back from an injury, but we had to release it to say, hey, our quarterbacks don't suck as much as everyone's saying. Am I up to speed? Did I miss anything?
Yeah, that's all you missed pretty much. Just Blurgate, as we called it. I was told by someone that we've always blurred out our injured players and that this is the first time anyone noticed it, like on video.
Okay.
Anytime we've got a guy in a red jersey, that we've always done that is what I was told. I don't know if that means – I don't know if that's true or not, but basically that it just, for whatever reason, everybody ran with it this time thinking it was the quarterback throwing an interception. It makes sense from the past, I guess, that you wouldn't want – if you've got a guy injured, you wouldn't want another team sees a clip or something, you wouldn't want them to know who it is, I guess.
Especially like week of the game.
Yeah. So, the fear was that maybe it was Joey is kind of, I think, what people were thinking. Maybe Joey had underthrown a ball and the Vol football media team didn't want people to run with a narrative or something like, oh, great, this is our quarterback. This is what we got. I guess it seemed a little far-fetched. Seems like it was just a tight end. So no big deal.
So where do we stand on the quarterbacks now that we know that like it was a tight end that was blurred out and not one of them?
I think we stand about the same place we did. Also, by the way, I heard that it was Merklinger who threw that ball.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, not Aguilar. It's coming from a very close source to the information.
Okay.
Not that it really matters to me. It didn't matter to me at all who threw the ball. Like, it's just a practice rep is what I keep going back to. But they're trying to show off that Colton Hood made a play, because it seems like he's going to be playing quite a bit to start the year. It seems to be where we're trending. So we need to get on board with that.
The reports coming out that I've been reading are saying that the quarterbacks are struggling, though. Is that accurate? Is that what the narrative's been around here?
I mean, that's not. I haven't heard that too much.
Okay.
Is that message board fodder, or is that?
Well, I saw that the last thing that like one of the things Brent Hubb said last night in their chat was like to me. To me, the sentence like says a lot without saying it. When asked about the current quarterback competition, he says, nothing's been surprising yet. The real separation will be on Saturday. I assume he's referring to a scrimmage. Like, hey, let the guys scrimmage, and we'll see some separation. We'll see some guys start, pulling apart. But he finishes it with, I would love to see GMAC in this competition if he weighs 25 more pounds. Which makes me think that, like, there's no quarterback on the roster. If you're saying, hey, I wish our third string true freshman was heavier and an actual threat, it means to me that neither Merklinger nor Joey are very, very close.
So that's how you take that. You're just reading context clues with that?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially when you're talking about how like nothing surprised you in the battle, and you look at some of the other reports that have happened where Joey's struggling, he's starting a practice with 5 straight incompletions, and there's talk about how the wide receivers have been a disappointment. Like it doesn't give me a lot of confidence. And then you follow that up with, yeah, I wish the third string true freshman weighed 25 more pounds because then maybe you'd have an actual quarterback.
That's what I thought in spring ball watching GMAC. I thought, oh, this kid's got some tools. He's just young, but I don't. I don't know. I mean, I could see where you draw that conclusion, but maybe maybe I just don't want to believe it yet that we don't have a quarterback. It sounds like at the least, I mean, nobody's standing out. Like if somebody was standing out, you'd hear that, right?
If someone was standing out in a positive way?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that you would probably hear about that. So
correct. So like the fact that nobody is standing out makes me think that that's not a good thing. Mm-hmm. I think if both quarterbacks were great and like, hey, there's no standout because both guys are just great, I think we'd be hearing that too. So the lack of either one of those things being the talking point, does have me pretty concerned about the state of the quarterback room right now.
Well, it might just be that we've got the best defense in the country. That's the thing about going up against yourself. If your quarterbacks can't make plays against your defense, I mean, maybe your defense is just that good. That's a positive spin.
Sure. Except some of the struggles have been like on air.
Yeah, well,
the wide receivers are just dropping balls on air.
I mean, I said yesterday, I don't get too worked up about it. Like the on-air stuff, the on-air drills, I mean, to me, that's not that big of a deal. I mean, guys are going to drop some balls here and there. Like,
all right, let me read this to you. I'm going to read this to you. This is coming from I believe VolQuest is reporting on Saturday. So you can tell me if this changes your mind. I'm just going to read what I read while I was in Vegas.
Okay.
God knows what I was doing, probably sitting at the Aces Lynx game, needing content. I don't know, but at the time I read it and I was like, oh, yep, there's just one more thing that's gone wrong. But I'll just read it to you and you tell me if it changes your opinion.
All right.
The biggest talking point, this is me just reading in a segment I call John Reed Reads. The biggest talking point.
John Reed's.
You like John Reed's better? No, I like John Reed Reads better.
Okay.
We'll workshop it.
John Reed's, but it's spelled R-E-E-D-S.
Well, no, that would be A-D-S with a capital R, though.
Okay.
The biggest talking point leaving the viewing period on Saturday morning was not a good one. The routes on air session with the quarterbacks, wide receivers, and tight ends was horrendous.
Oh.
Remember, there's much more to practice we don't see, but from what we did in this period, it was not good. Wideouts had a rough morning, several drops, rep after rep. The quarterbacks weren't spectacular by any means, but the whole operation struggled while throwing curls, hitches, and post patterns from the slot. Mike Matthews dropped a pass on the sideline from Joey Aguilar, which was a solid catchable ball. Braylon Staley dropped a post over the middle, but that ball was thrown by Aguilar and was behind him. Still, it hit him in his hands and should have been caught. Amari Jefferson dropped a post over the middle from Merklinger. Merklinger missed high on a throw to Rodarius Jackson. Miles Kitzelman had a nice one-handed catch over the middle. Ethan Davis had a good day catching the football. For a few plays, the slot receiver was put in motion and went behind the quarterback in shotgun and caught the ball out of the backfield. A nice wrinkle we haven't seen in a while.
I mean, maybe I've got my big orange glasses on, but I just guys dropping balls in practice doesn't necessarily alarm me when I hear that. I mean, because how many balls are we talking about there? They weren't out there for the whole practice, right? But in
the on air portion, I believe the number was Aguilar went 7 for 12 and had 5 straight incompletions to start it. So, I mean, I guess he finished 7 for 7.
5 straight incompletions on air?
Yes, I believe so.
So, literally just throwing the ball to the receivers. No
Yes,
defense.
I believe so. I won't say that with 100% certainty, but yes, I believe so.
I mean, I would ask, was it a timing issue? How many of those were dropped? Like why were they incomplete? But I feel like it's maybe we read too much into it when we're just talking about a handful of practice reps.
Aguilar got off to a pretty brutal start, throwing all 5 of his incompletions in a row. There were bad drops. from Darius Jackson and Travis Smith Jr. in there, and another drop on a ball over the middle that was a bit behind Staley. While Aguilar didn't get any help on a couple of reps, he also misfired on a handful too. Was the update there, and I have verified that it was all on air.
Okay. Again, maybe I got my big orange glasses on, but I'm not too worried about that.
Okay. I'm not trying to alarm you. I'm just I'm telling you, when I read it, it didn't necessarily fire me up. I feel like at this part of the season, I don't want to say you have to be 12 for 12. I don't want to say you have to be perfect, but like you shouldn't have 5 incompletions against air.
Well, you know, the talk last week was about how good Merklinger was on air.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just want to be consistent. I'm not taking too much out of that. I'm not getting too high or too low about on-air reps.
On that same day it was written, I thought Merklinger had the best day that I had seen from him. Was consistently accurate throwing the football with his one miss coming on a ball he threw too far out ahead of Deshaun Brame.
The way I look at it is if these guys, this is what I said yesterday, if these guys are doing what they're supposed to do, as in working on their quarterback-receiver connections, they should be throwing 50 balls a day. You know, before practice, after practice, a lot of times they're getting that extra work in to work on timing, connection. A handful of reps just, I don't know, that doesn't jump off the page to me. Now maybe it will by the time we get to week 1. Maybe we will see that this is a huge problem, that our receivers are dropping passes. But when I hear that a couple of freshmen dropped a couple of balls, I mean, my initial reaction is not a big deal. I have no reason to be worried yet, you know.
Okay. When I read it, I think if my quarterback's throwing simple post patterns to slot receivers behind them against air, that isn't going to be better when the lights are on and there's actual pressure and pressure coming at them and defensive backs out there, you know, swarming and trying to get the ball from them. That to me is alarming. At the very least, it makes me think that, yeah, we are smack dab in the middle of a quarterback competition that will start shaking out on Saturday when Tennessee hits the scrimmage field.
I think I look at it more like maybe he was off just for that handful of reps, you know. Maybe he had a couple of misses and then maybe he adjusted.
Okay. Yeah, the parts that the media didn't see, I bet he went perfect. I bet he didn't miss any passes.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. I just –
when he actually put a defense out there and closed the doors and nobody was watching, I bet he played better. I bet everything was good there.
Maybe he adjusted.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
For sure.
Like a couple of incompletions on, you know, a couple of routes. I mean, I don't feel that's that uncommon.
5 incompletions against air.
Okay, well, you said 2 were drops, right?
Sure.
Of freshmen drop balls.
Sure.
So what?
Well, I don't want to say that I'm just worried about the quarterbacks. I'm a little worried about the receivers now too. Like I think I was hoping we'd have more burst and, you know, versatility from our explosiveness from our wide receivers. Now I'm worried that the young guys can't catch the damn ball.
I think reading too much into a handful of practice reps is an overreaction. That's just what I think. But that's me. So maybe there is cause for concern. I'm not ready to say yet that it's a big deal. If those trends continue, like if that's the report every day in practice.
Well, we've been through a week of practice and we haven't really got any glowing reviews from pretty much anybody on the offensive side of the ball in terms of the quarterbacks or the wide receivers. Like usually by now there's somebody that you really start saying, wow, this guy looks transformed. This guy looks like a completely different guy. He's an NFL draft pick, the wide receiver. Look at this guy. Watch out for him. We haven't even really gotten any of that.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten any of like, oh, this guy's really taking control of the offense. Too early to call in the quarterback battle, but so-and-so is really, you know, he really looks the part. He really controls this, and this.
Well, they call it practice for a reason. You know, they're just out there practicing. They're not
okay.
They're not in game situations. Like I think things can there's room for improvement and things can change. Like I'm not taking too much out of it.
Bubba, do you concur?
All I care about the running backs, John. Big bag, Deshaun Bishop.
That's all Bubba can talk about last few days. Deshaun Bishop.
Because of the Carnes connection, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Get the stud from my place, my
We
neck
love
of the
our
woods.
hometown boys.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I haven't seen any talk about the running backs. So I imagine we were just like, hey, that'll be fine. It'll work itself out. We'll be good when those guys get on the field. Can't really do that with running backs before you're in live action anyways.
So where is your alert level on the passing game? Like, you remember after 9/11 they had the concern for terror scale from like green to yellow to orange to red. High alert for terror today. Remember they looked at it like weather, like air quality or something.
Sure.
What color are you on the passing game scale of worriedness?
Find out after the break. Stick with us. It's Talk Sports on FanRun Radio. Check it out on the Freaks. Check it in on the Freaks over on YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching on FanRun TV. Appreciate the comments. Make sure you smash that subscribe and like button. Perry writes in, going to be a rough year offensively, and I don't know why, but I'm getting JG flashbacks. Oh, God, don't say that. Although Garantano in this offense,
He played his heart out.
Garantano in this offense, he might could have done some things, you know. The people who like try to go out there and fish for the the interactions and engagements and everything, they'll post some highlight footage. Oh, imagine this guy in Heupel's offense. Jalen Hurd in this offense.
Imagine JT Shrout in this offense.
Cordero Patterson in this offense. At this point, to answer your question, though, Cody, like I'm worried about this offensive system and what it does for these players, because if we have another bad year where our quarterback and our wide receivers aren't eight, I'll be worrying this offensive philosophy, because it'll be 3 years in a row with subpar offensive play. And to me, that's the biggest concern.
Well, Joey Halsley says they're trying to get those big plays back. He's well aware that they haven't had the explosive plays in recent years, and they're trying to get that back, trying to find ways to combat those defenses. I hope they figure it out.
Imagine Montario Hardesty in this offensive system.
When you consider JG had, I believe it was 4 different quarterback coaches in 4 years.
Yeah.
I mean, a little consistency. Yeah, a little consistency would have gone a long way for him. Probably.
Yeah, he also had 3 NFL wide receivers, though.
He did, yeah.
Jennings, Callaway, and Palmer are all pretty good.
They are in the NFL.
I think Callaway got released recently. I think he's not currently.
He got picked up.
Oh, he got picked up by who? Okay, I saw he got released.
He's going to be with Juwan.
No, I thought the 49ers released him.
What was it?
They picked him up.
The 49ers picked him up?
Yeah, they picked up Marquez Callaway.
When?
I believe they've already cut him, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they cut him for Robbie Chosen.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Robbie Anderson / the Chosen one / Robbie Chosen. I believe he got picked up by the 49ers over the weekend, and to make room for him, they already released Marquez Callaway.
Well, he was good with the Saints there for a second.
Sure. And either way, he played in the NFL for a couple of years, so he had an NFL career. I was just saying, Jennings, Callaway, and Palmer, all 3 made it. So
Jennings and Palmer are damn good.
JG had some help.
Jennings and Palmer are top receivers, top 50 receivers.
Dylan says he was worried about how similar Joey and Jarrett look alike. They do kind of look similar. Joey a little bit more compact. I don't know if that deserves a be careful or not, but
be careful.
I wasn't the one saying it. It was Dylan.
A little bit of a shorter stature.
Give Dylan the be careful if you're giving it to anybody. But I'm concerned about the offense, because the offense is going to be under a lot of pressure this year. Josh Heupel's offense is going to be under a lot of pressure this year. It's been subpar the last 2 years. And you can go back and you can retroactively grade Joe Milton a little bit higher if you want and say we were a little bit too tough on him. That's fine. In the moment, Joe Milton's offense was not good. Joe Milton was not good. Last year, Nico Iamaleava, take out the UTC game, take out the Kent State game. The offense, not good. Definitely not elite. And you could blame it mostly on the quarterback, and that's fine. But that doesn't make me feel better about Josh Heupel and this offensive system when it comes to quarterbacks. Because right now we've seen Hendon Hooker, everybody else when it comes to this system in the SEC. So, yeah, I'm worried. And, it's crazy how everyone just went during the offseason and said, oh, trust me, it's going to be better this year. It's going to be better this year. Nico was bad. It was Josh Pate saying Tennessee's going to easily replicate and be better. They're going to surpass the quarterback production. And then just 2 days ago said, oh, if Tennessee can hold it together, they're Josh Heupel coach of the year. And I'm like, those takes aren't adding up. But it's all connected in the sense of I need the offense to be back something we can believe in. So when you're asking me, Cody, my level of concern, it's high. It's very high.
Is it red?
I don't like the color system, but I am wearing a red hat. I'll go dark orange.
Oh, you're pretty alarmed.
Yeah, about the offense being good. Yeah, I'm at a 70. I'm at an 84 out of 100 in terms of my concern level.
Okay, it's like we haven't found a bomb yet, but we got the dogs sniffing around. I mean, that's pretty high.
We got intel. We got intel that there's a bomb lurking. We got intel. We just got to go find it. We're getting intel right now. And despite you thinking, hey, these practice reports don't matter, they're going to be perfect regardless. They're going to be really good regardless. To me, they are concerning.
Well, I don't think I said that the guys are going to be really good. I mean, I don't know that. I just the practice reports don't really move the needle that much for me, though.
Practice?
Just because of what a few journalists say about.
We talk about practice.
Well, if the practice reports don't move you, then what the hell is going to move you? Why do you have any confidence? Because what we saw from Joey Aguilar on the field last year wasn't very good either.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Just got to see the guys out there.
You've already seen Joey on the field then.
We've seen, yeah, we have.
Okay. So why would you have any confidence
to see if he's improved? To see if he's better in this system.
Why would you have any confidence that he has?
I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying I don't have confidence that he doesn't. I'm just saying the practice reports on air don't do anything for me. I just got to wait till the first couple of games and see what he looks like. Syracuse, August 30th. I mean, that's when we'll find out a little bit. Let's see what he looks like.
That's not really adding up with your orange-colored glasses and you saying he's automatically the quarterback 90%, 80%.
Oh, I still believe he's going to be the quarterback. I mean, everything I'm saying is consistent.
I just don't know if it's adding up.
Yeah, it adds up perfectly.
Hour one of the books. We'll kick off hour two with some headlines. Keep the comments rolling in. We'll address what all you're saying over on YouTube. Stick with us. It's TalkSports on FanRun Radio.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious.